In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hurricanes will kick it away first. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Louisville's offense will start this game off. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Shuck. He makes the connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So Miami's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Takes his shot. Complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Cardinals look to do some damage in the red zone. This time they'll go to the running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
To the air, it's Shuck. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Cardinals have this offense rolling. Wide out in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the play.
Do that again.
And it's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. A timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Ryan, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
The throw. That's caught. It's George. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped him.
And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw, it's Ward. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Hurricane! What a catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And the Cardinals are rolling down the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull one or two guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Shuck. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. They continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try the run. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Canes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, Big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game.
What a snag by the defense. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it.
About to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Brown has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Louisville.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Ward. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Canes are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Arroyo. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, to give, looking for room. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. Coming after him. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And they're able to get him down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen.
Going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Second down coming up. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Heaves it deep. And it's caught inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Ward. On the run, still looking. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Notre Dame. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good timing on the quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Give to Brown. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Wide open downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Shuck. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pocket starts to collapse. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking for a man. It's Ward. Safe completion on the screen. At the 45, on its way. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball and try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
With jet sweep pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's got an open man. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
25.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job. Unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running to the left. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. They'll run for it on third and short. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Oh, man. Quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying the left side. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Now on second down. Martinez on the carry. Just ran over him. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man on the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
25.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking to throw, it's Shuck. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the first.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brooks. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Inside the 30. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Miami.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. And once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 31 to Baylor. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
2nd down coming up.
To the air, it's Shuck. He makes a catch. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Cardinals in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Going up top on first down. On target to the left. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Louisville! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Miami, 49. Louisville, 39.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brooks. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Scanning the field, it's Shuck. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. He's going to pass. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a first down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And the Canes inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Past the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Takes the knee, and they will remain perfect. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA